Hi everyone, welcome to the 5th video in a series where we'll be covering everything you need to know about IRL live streaming. In the last video I showed you how to set up the mobile app you'll be using from now on. You should have a couple of connections to stream from your mobile directly to Twitch and also Kick. Today I'm going to show you how to broadcast from your mobile phone to your home computer on a local network using H.265 and SRT. We've tested all of these things in the other videos, so go check them out first if you need a refresher or if you're completely new to my channel. I'll also be showing you how to do a bandwidth test stream to Twitch using your home computer instead of your mobile like last time. Okay, the first step is to download and install OBS Studio, link in the description. This is a live streaming app for desktop computers and is the first of a few middleman services we'll be setting up. Go with whatever version works for you. I'm on a PC with multiple instances of OBS, so I'm going with the download zip option for Windows. This way I can install a standalone or portable version of OBS that won't interfere with the others. The installer approach is like any other app, just follow the steps. For everyone else, create a new folder on your desktop and name it IRL Live. Inside this folder, I'm going to create a subfolder and name it OBS. Now download the zip file into the OBS folder, so the folder path should be IRL Live, OBS, and OBS Studio with the version number. We'll be adding more apps in the future, so this will keep things a little tidier. After the download is finished, extract all the files and open the new OBS subfolder. To make this a standalone or portable version of OBS, create a new text document and rename it to portable_node.txt. Done. Dig into the OBS subfolders of bin and 64-bit where you'll find obs64.exe. Right-click the file and create shortcut. Move the shortcut to the topmost folder IRL Live and rename it to OBS. Double-click the shortcut to open OBS where you might get a warning that you're trying to install an app from the internet. I'm going to go with install anyway, after which you'll see an auto configuration wizard. You can go with the default options and change them later. Connect your Twitch by signing in or with a stream key like in the last video. Finally, OBS will perform a bandwidth test and then recommend some stream settings based on your connection and computer. If some of this sounds familiar, it's because we've covered them in the other videos. Apply settings, done. With the stream settings dialed in, you can change the layout of whatever goes where in OBS by dragging and dropping any of these docked windows to another location. I'll skip through this part since it's really up to you. This just happens to be the layout I like the most. In the scenes dock you'll find a scene named Scene. Rename it to Scene starting soon, and before you do anything else, let's jump out of OBS and add a couple of new folders to IRL Live on your desktop. Add these two new folders of images and videos inside IRL Live Assets. This is where you put any media for this instance of OBS. That way you can move the whole IRL Live folder to another computer without breaking anything. Okay, now add an image or video from the Assets folder, images or videos, to Scene starting soon. Then go to the Scenes dock to add these other scenes. Scene Cam 1, Scene Cam 1 LBR or low bitrate, Scene BRB, Scene Privacy, Scene Ending Soon. If you're wondering, the naming system Scene makes it easier to tell one thing from the other, especially after you add dozens and dozens of OBS scenes, sources and filters. You'll see what I mean in later videos. You can use this system or whatever works for you. For the BRB, Privacy and Ending Soon scenes, add an image, video or text to describe what they do for your viewers. BRB is for long breaks, so something like a VLC video source with a playlist on loop and shuffle would work here. Privacy is for very short breaks, so something to obscure the camera like an image or blur filter works, and I also mute audio. And Ending Soon is similar to starting soon, so you'd normally have some text to inform your viewers that the stream is doing one or the other. Okay, for the Cam 1 scene, add a media source and name it Source Cam 1, then OK. We'll come back to this one in a sec. For the low bitrate scene, add your existing Cam 1 scene as a nested scene and some text saying low bitrate. Before moving on to the next step, open a plain text editor like Notepad or TextEdit and have it ready to one side. Then go to the Tools menu at the top and Web Socket Server Settings. Tap on Show Connect Info and then the copy button for server IP. Paste it into your plain text editor and then do the same for server port. The numbers should look something like 192.168.119 and 4455. This is the IPv4 address for your computer and the port number for OBS on your local network. We'll need both of these to set up a SRT connection between your mobile phone and home computer. Rearrange them into this format: SRT:/192.168.1.19:4455. Copy the SRT address and send it to your phone in whatever secure way works for you. Then grab your phone and open the IRL app from last time, create a new connection and name it SRT Local. and then paste the SRT address into the URL field. Double check the SRT sender mode is set to caller and then save. Go back to your computer and plain text editor and add this to the end of the SRT address. $mode equals listener and timeout equals 2 million. Copy the updated SRT address and go back to the CAN1 scene and media source. Double tap for the properties, uncheck local file and restart playback. Change network buffering to 1 MB and reconnect buffering to 2. Paste the updated SRT address into the input field and then tap OK. Reopen the properties where there'll be a few extra fields. Check to enable close file when inactive, so your media source should look like this. Back on your mobile, make sure you're connected to the same Wi-Fi network as your home computer and the new SRT local connection is ticked so you can go live when you tap the big grey button on the main page. Do that now, and if all goes to plan, your IRL app should be broadcasting to the media source in OBS. Finally, go into OBS settings and stream to enable bandwidth test mode, then OK. If you start streaming, you won't actually go live. Your profile page will remain offline. Remember to turn it off before you go live next time though. Troubleshooting. Now if there's a problem, it could be any of the following things. Enable WebSocket server should be checked or enabled in Tools WebSocket server settings. There might be a typo in the SRT connection for your phone and media source in OBS. Double check the server IP and server port in OBS and that these match with what you're using. The home Wi-Fi router may be assigning a dynamic IP address to the computers on your local network. This means the server IP will keep changing for you in OBS. And the media source is using a static IP address, so you'll keep having problems whenever the IP changes. Do a Google search for your specific home Wi-Fi router to see if you can allocate a static IP for your home computer. Your firewall might be blocking the connection. Depending on your firewall software, try adding the permissions needed, or maybe at your own risk of course, turn it off while live streaming. And there it is. The next step is to connect your mobile phone to OBS from outside your home network. There's actually 2 directions you can go in. The first is easier but comes with a monthly subscription. The topics we'll cover for this one include BallotBox Cloud and No Elves. The second way is free but is more hands-on and might not even work depending on your setup at home. Topics we'll cover for this one include port forwarding, firewall permissions and loop SRT. You'll find links to both types of setups here and here. You know, like one of those choose your own adventure type games, so choose wisely. Please like and subscribe because thanks for watching and I'll see you over there or maybe over there.